Welcome, welcome, one and all. How y'all doing today? It is May 20th, 2022. It is mostly cloudy outside, and my knees can feel it. It is 88 degrees. Yay, liking it, liking it. What's going on in your world? How's your day so far? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. My special guest today is Miss Tina Ricks. And if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sure she'll tell me. Let me read her bio really quick. This is a very, very, very talented and accomplished young lady. Tina Ricks, and I don't know what all these acronyms means, but I'm pretty sure she's going to tell me. MS, LMFT, nutritionist, is a psychotherapist, mental health professional with a natural love for humanity and a passion for helping individuals, couples, and families. In addition to her private practice, Better Path Family Counseling and Consulting, PLLC. She started Tina Ricks Music and Film, LLC, with the goal of bringing the community together through music and mental health. Tina's motto is progress over perfection. Love that. Focusing higher, focusing higher in life, career, parenting, faith, choosing to be positive. Tina is also a film director, a producer, recently released Music and Mental Health in 2020. Here is my friend, Miss Tina Ricks. Let me bring her on. Pushing all the buttons.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
How
my
are you
friend.
doing?
Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
It doesn't look all cloudy in your area from your background.
Pretty cloudy. No sun's
Yeah?
out. Yeah.
Okay. So, my favorite question that I like to ask, and again, thank you so much for being here,
hmm
uh, that I like to start off with is if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, if I had a superpower, it would be to be able to speak more languages so I can interact with more people and spread my mental health advocacy and healing from trauma message.
That's powerful. That's super powerful. I like to ask that question because I love the diversity of what people's answers have been. I'm like, oh, I never thought about that one. That's good. I like that. But you technically are able to sing. I mean, to speak multiple languages because you're a music artist, in my opinion.
Yes. Yes. I am a music artist, a songwriter, and I kind of didn't all the way go that route. I went into, school and helped people in the way of mental health, but I've always been involved and oriented with music, just not in a professional sense all the way. I did have an EP that I released like in 2013. It was called Complex Affect. I'm an INFJ, MTBI. We're pretty complex individuals, make up like 1% of the population, they say. So we have a lot of extroverted sensing and intuitive um, feeling. So we kind of are in our own worlds a lot, and we want to help the society and humanity at whole, pretty much. And that's pretty much explains me pretty well. So I'm good at a lot of things, and it just took me healing from a lot of abuse from my childhood to really embrace and come into um, my artistic side all the way and return to it after getting out of an abusive marriage and just realizing that I had a lot of people in my life that they were kind of there for whatever I could do for them and not really there for just the pure, unadulterated, no motives love of me. So I had to learn to love me and find me. And that was a painful but very beneficial process that I went through. And I can help people more and
It made
use
you who
that.
you are today.
Yes, and the music is covers just the different parts of that healing journey in an artistic way that's got nice vibes and tunes and very I'm sure people will be able to relate to it. So I'm really proud of this album that's coming out called No Looking Back. We have a single foul play that's doing pretty well. It's got Over 138,000 Spotify streams right now, and the latest single "I'm Winning" is doing pretty good too. It's right around. We released it April 15th, and it's got about 24,000 streams right now. So we're doing pretty well.
You're working it. You're working it.
Yeah.
Another one of my questions. What's something you like to do that's old fashioned?
Mm, let's see. That's a good question. I like to cook. I like to hang out with
Ooh.
family. I guess I don't know if that's old fashioned,
What do
but
you like to cook? Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm Nigerian American, so both my parents are Nigerian. I don't know if that means I'm first generation, second generation. I'm not sure, but yeah. But I was born here in America. But I cook my traditional foods, but I also just cook like everything. I
What's
bake everything.
wait. What's traditional food? I'm not Nigerian.
Traditional
Tell me.
Nigerian food like fufu, like rice and stew, jollof rice, and other
Jollof rice.
little fried plantains, things like
Ooh,
that. Just
ooh.
little delications, different types of soup that you have with the fufu. But we don't eat that all the time. But
I'm
it's
gonna have
nice
to
to get
come.
something
I'm gonna
else.
bring the groceries to your house, and you go. I'm gonna say fix it. I don't know what it is.
I love
Fix,
making breakfast
please.
meals, American food, Italian food, Asian food. Like I like to cook, and that's why I'm so thick. I love to eat.
Um. Wait. I'm gonna filter and say, thickalicious is the way to be. So, we'll
I guess
move
we're
to the
on trend now, finally. Yeah,
yes.
that's a good thing.
Everybody. Anyway. Okay. Next question. Keeping it professional. What's something you think everyone should do at least once in their life?
I think everyone should at least once in their life
Mm-hmm.
um, tap into their artistic side. Everyone has something in there, and
Real. That's
really, you
real.
know, restricted and feel like they can't really connect with all of their parts. Like it might not be accepted, but to just do it for themselves, even if it's in a private sense, and just kind of tap into that. That could be drawing, that could be writing, it could be tap dancing. I don't care, drama, anything. Like just tap into their artistic side and allow that to live simultaneously with their day to day persona.
Truth. Because you were tapped into it when you were a child. You didn't know you were tapped into it because you were just doing it. It's like, yeah. So yes, absolutely. Um, let's talk about your business and then we'll talk about your music part. What how long did it take you to get all your acronyms that you have behind your name now?
Well, I left the home at 14. My parents were abusive, the narcissistic, abusive setup. Dad was sexually molesting the daughters. I was the youngest daughter, so he would like beat me because I wouldn't acquiesce to the sexual advances. Eventually, I was like, I've got to get out of here. SOS left. But people in school didn't realize what was going on. They just think you're like a troubled teen or a bad teen. You're not at home. Like, of course, you've got to be the problem. And, that hurts. Again, it's like a lifetime of being misunderstood while simultaneously abuse is going on, but I'm getting blamed for it. So, became the black sheep of the family, kind of just always kind of been in like a black sheep role, underestimated, but always driven. And I never let that really get to me. I just said, they don't understand me. There's no reason to try to explain. Just keep working. I got pregnant at 16 from my high school boyfriend that I had. And so I was a single mom at 16. I took myself out of regular high school, went to like an accelerated school. I applied to it. I was like, I can't be raising my hand to go to the toilet here in like regular high school, and I have a whole child. Like, this is a little bit much for me. I'm grown up now. I got to go figure life out. So I graduated high school at like 17, went straight into college, finished my college degree. I got in like human sciences, human nutrition and food, to be a dietitian. I changed my mind about being a dietitian. So graduated at 20, went into my master's degree in marriage and family therapy at 20. I finished that at 21, right before I turned 22. So I got an early start to my career. So for the past 17 years, I've been in the mental health field, um, as well as substance abuse treatment fields. So mental health, substance abuse, family therapy, all those things combined into one. And now I specialize in trauma, entertainment industry therapy, deep rooted trauma healing, narcissistic abuse, recovery. So that's kind of what we do. And we implement the arts in our treatment paradigms as well. In our practice, it's a group practice. We were in Houston, Austin, San Antonio, but after the pandemic, we decided to go 100% online. So we're online, and I do see clients too.
You said entertainment. What entertainment therapy?
Entertainment industry therapist. So I have some celebrity clientele too that I see for trauma healing therapy.
Y'all, this lady, this right here, this right here, magic, magical, much needed in this world. Because, like we were talking earlier off screen, women in the music industry only make up 20%, and most of that is because they're just not seen and heard, not taught to go out in there and follow their dreams. They're taught to be something else, which
There's
wasn't the
not
case.
respect. There's no respect,
Good,
and
good words.
people, especially minority women, they want to go into something, an avenue that's going to get them respect. And if they live in the Bible Belt, they don't want to be judged for their artistic and creative abilities, because in the church culture, that's shunned unless you're singing for the Lord. Now,
Hmm.
I am a Christian, but I believe my work is in the field, because I was never accepted in church because I didn't fit what comes down the conveyor belt at a church. So being a single mother, that wasn't really what they were trying to have as anyone helping, even though I had all these degrees at 22 and was sexless. And like a part of my personality is like a demisexual. A demisexual is almost like a gray asexual. A gray asexual doesn't like have like, they're not celibate, but they don't really have a sexual attraction to anything unless they have like this deep rooted emotional connection with someone. So to say all that, just to say I was not out here in these streets like that. But I got that label because I had this daughter that was very well behaved and is still like my best friend. She's like me, like she's so responsible and not out there in them streets either. But we get those labels. That's how people make themselves feel better, and that's how the hierarchy of most of the world is set up. But you have to keep going and find your place in all of that. And I found my place helping the people that were like me, who've been through things and, you know, want to heal. And I knew that I needed to do that outside of the church, outside of the four walls of the church. So that's still my ministry, and God still has me doing the same thing. And my music is the same. It's positive music. It's healing music. It's not necessarily Christian music.
I get when churches ask me to perform and they say, come do it for the Lord, I'm like, look, the Lord wants me to eat and have food, clothing, and shelter too. So
Mm-hmm.
pay me. Pay
Yeah,
me.
you got to pay to play. Gotta
Pay
pay to play.
me.
Yeah, pay to play.
I don't do free. I don't just it's too much work. Let's see, another question.
Doesn't do free either, but
What's that?
I said, to be honest, the church doesn't do free either, but we'll keep going.
We'll keep on going. What's your favorite 3 apps on your phone?
Hmm.
I know.
And
I got questions. They're out the box.
particular chapter of my life, I mean, what apps do I look at every day? I look at Spotify artists to see what's going on, see how the streams are going. So I get
Okay.
Spotify artists, Gmail, because I'm checking my professional business accounts. So Gmail, Spotify artists, and then what are some for myself that I like? YouTube. I'm always watching videos on things that I am interested in. I don't do a lot of fictional watchings. Either I'm watching documentaries or I'm watching stuff on content about people that have my vision, people that are going through things I'm going through, and just finding my tribe through that and connecting spiritually with people that get me. So that's what I do.
Right on. Like it. I like it. I like it. I think I saw this on another site, but I'm going to ask anyway. What 3 words best describe you?
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let me not think so hard about it. Just off the top of the dome, 3 words. I would say positive, authentic, um, multidimensional.
Ooh, I like that. Multidimensional. Nice. the audience knows I ask. I have like a hundred some odd questions. I just go pick through them and go, what you got?
Oh no,
Oh,
we're having a great time.
oh,
All good.
okay. What is your favorite shirt? That's interesting. I like that one.
Favorite shirt? I have like a real eclectic sense of style. Today, I'm wearing my film production company, which is Thought Positive Media. That's the company that the docu-series we filmed here in Austin, a 9-episode docu-series, has won over 60-something awards, film awards, since we released it to the film festival circuit in 2021, fall of 2021. So since then, we've won over 60-something awards. One of the last awards we won was a London Movie Awards. We won for Best TV Series. So we're hoping that we can get that on a streaming network. For people, is very positive. The whole film is about advocating for stomping out the stigma that has to go with mental health, and also highlighting independent artists here in the Austin area. So it was done very well. I'm proud of that project, and it was also a vehicle that helped me heal after coming out of a narcissistic abusive marriage. So I would say a favorite shirt would probably be anything that has my Thought Positive Media film company on it. And besides that, like my artistic clothing and just my therapy clothing is going to be a mix between boho and just vintage or something like that. Boho meets vintage, eclectic styles, and then also some things that are probably on trend. I like tennis shoes. I'm a sneakerhead, so a
Oh
mixture.
no. My
So,
neighbor upstairs is a sneakerhead. I see him bringing in bags of shoes. I'm like, I don't think you
yeah,
have any more space, bro.
right.
Your film company. Are you the producer? Are you the person? Are you the director? What are you in your film production company besides be? Go ahead.
For the project that I've been referencing, the music and mental health docuseries, I was the executive producer, film director on that, and I had an editor, and I had like a film crew that was helping me as well, and like
And
a post production assistant that would help with getting B-roll and all those things.
you said you want to get it out into the. It's on YouTube, right? Or is it Vimeo? Venmo?
It's on. You have to have like a private link to view it right now because it's still running the film festival circuit.
So when it's done running the film circuit, will you? Because I'm wondering. I'll ask you. I'll talk to you about this off stage, but I think I have something for you for that to
Okay.
get it seen and heard. But it's just,
We have an agent in a non-exclusive distribution deal right now, trying to get it sold to somewhere so we can.
oh, okay, I
I
got you.
invested like 130K plus into that project, so we want to get it sold. That way we can fund the film company. And this time, I'll probably have smaller projects going on, but I want to fund newcomers, young people, old, it doesn't matter. Anyone who feels like film is the way that they want to express themselves, in a positive way, so without positive media, to help fund them to have their first films done, and get credits, do like film scores if they're musicians, and all those kind of things to kind of like help fund people that are independent and don't really know where to start or how to get started, have a place to start with us.
Love that. Wow, okay. So glad I met you. and you guys, I learned about Tina during the pandemic because I would see her video on one of the social media platforms. I was like, "Who's that?" Okay, who's that? Who that? Who
No,
that?
that
Who that?
person.
Who that lady? What's she doing? How come? What's going on? Because we were also talking about this in the green room earlier. In this town, or any town, there's the industry seems to only want one type of black artist to be seen and heard, and doesn't really give any awareness to the other artists out here. That's why you popped out into my stream. I was like, who that lady right there? I never heard of her before. She's talented, super talented. I was like, come on. And then now I have the opportunity to talk to you, so I'm thankful for that. So thank you for
Well,
shining.
they like to stereotype us and
Mhm.
or label us, and there's no label you can really put on me. I'm ever evolving, so there's no way that you can put a label on me, and I do more than one thing. So it
That's
makes people uncomfortable because people, they like to
feel
put you in a box.
comfortable.
So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, we were comfortable with you doing this film. We don't know about you doing this music. We're just gonna act like it doesn't exist. Now, if you're not healed, if you're not understanding what's going on, you can take that as, oh my gosh, I've been rejected. Or you can say, I'm making people uncomfortable. That has nothing to do with me. People need to heal. They have to accept that they have a bias. They have to accept that they are shutting something down that they've never been presented with before. It's a growth area for them, and I can't stay here and wait for them to grow. I already grew, so I have to keep moving forward on my journey. So that's exactly what I did. And the goal got bigger because of that. The vision grew bigger because it went from where I am right here to international. And it made me also embrace my international music sound that I grew up with from my country, and all that got incorporated into my Healing Journey album. So you hear like Afro pop, have some Afro influences and sounds in the music. So you also get, a more traditional pop soul song as well that's kind of American. So you get both of those fused in there because all of that really had me embrace my own going through those experiences. And I don't call them negative experiences. I call them all growth opportunities for everyone involved. And we are all evolving and growing. And I'm thankful for everything because everyone played an integral process in where I am today, sitting here on this wonderful podcast with you.
I 100%, 100%. Speaking of that, let's do one of your videos. This video is called "I'm Winning." Let me cue it up, y'all. Stop doing that thing. Bring
You
this
want me to tell
up.
you something about that song?
I do. Okay, go for it.
Okay, so I'm winning isn't about like, hey y'all, look at me now, I'm winning now. No, 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 no. I'm winning is about you're gonna go through obstacles. You're gonna go through things that you feel like you got knocked down from. But usually, whenever you feel that knocked down, if you are on a healing journey, if you are a progressive and positive minded person, you don't perceive a negative event that happened towards you in a positive way, but instead you use your mental alchemy because of all the things you've already healed and gone through in your life to say, I've been through things like this before. What does this mean? How can I use this experience to grow from it and continue on my path? How can I use it to be the fuel that I need to get me to that next level? What if everything around me seems to be breaking down? Oh my gosh, my money's getting shorter. Oh my gosh, you have to stay focused on the goal, and everything else will it'll kind of, before you know, you'll have a whole new identity because you just kept going. You can't be that same person anymore. It's almost like a video game. Like, okay, seemed like you died on that level, but you didn't. You climbed back up and you kept going. Now you're a whole different identity. And that's going to happen over and over again. But you have to be strong. And the only way to be strong is to feel the pain, to sit with it, to process through it, to grow from it. And that growth into the next chapter is the win. So the winning is because you didn't give up and you kept going. It's your own personal wins. Now, eventually, sometimes the world begins to realize she is winning, but that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it because you're healing, and you know that something that would have affected you detrimentally before is now something that you can see right away. You've learned boundaries. You've learned to stop being a people pleaser. You've learned to do as much as you can for community, society, and humanity, but also do equally as much for yourself. You found that fine balance, and you know your worth, and you know what you're capable of, and you're going to go do it. And you're not going to look for people who you already know are not really interested in working with you, and you're going to go find your own tribe. So it's about winning and focusing and continuing on forward on the path and journey that's for you, irregardless of what's going on around you or how everyone around you is perceiving you, because that's not your reality. So it's about learning to stay within your reality, stay focused, and keep going forward.
Y'all, here is Miss Tina Ricks, her video, "I Am Winning." And let me click the button so I can get this. Go. I don't wanna tell you, say, I don't wanna tell you. I've had my back against the wall. I've been so high up and then I fall. I've had those days where it's me against it all. But I'm still
up before. I would raise my voice and get ignored, but I knew I was meant for something more. So I kept going, I kept going. I'm not gonna stop for anyone. My story has just begun. Think hold me back. I want much more than that. It'll be obvious when I'm at the end of the road. Life might knock me down, but I'll turn back around. I'm tough, I'm strong, I'm proud, and I'm winning. Said I'm winning, I'm winning. They tried to count me out, but my voice much too loud. I bet they hear me now when I say I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Every time I fall, it's just another chapter. Every struggle, I'm just learning something new. What doesn't kill me makes me that much stronger after. I'm not stopping till my dreams come true. Every failure is just training for the future. I will never make the same mistakes again. I won't let myself get caught up in the rumors, cause they don't matter in the end. I might knock me down, but I'll turn back around. I'm tough, I'm strong, I'm proud, and I'm winning. Said I'm winning, I'm winning. They tried to count me out, but my voice much too loud. I bet they hear me now when I say I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
And we can drag one of these chord progressions.
Love it. Brilliant.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. It's got a
That
good
song,
groove.
it stands out on the album. It's different than the other songs on the album. I don't sing that strong and powerful on the rest of the album. It's kind of a vibe. The rest of it's kind of more of a chill vibe, but it was a necessary song. Labox, Darren Billy Jr. He's a Grammy award-winning producer. He won with Gary Clark Jr.'s "This Land" in 2019. One of the producers on the team for that song. He's based out of Houston. He sent me that track, and I sent me a lot of them, and that one stood out to me. I was like, we got to figure something out. So I have like a writing team around the world, and sent it to my writing team to kind of help me come up with the concept of what we wanted to do with that, and we came up with "I'm Winning." So yeah, that's how that came about.
It's got a wonderful message in it. Love the feel of it, the groove. Because even if you're not listening to the words, you're listening to the groove of it, and then it makes you want to listen to the words. So I love it. Excellent. So in the chat for me, will you send me another link, because I'm not sure this is what you want. What the second one is a Russian, is what it sent me to. So I don't know if that's what you want me to see. So when you get a chance. And we are multitasking females, so let's ask another question. What's the best way to travel? Plane, car, train, Uber?
I would say it depends on where you're going. Road trips are wonderful too. Plane is nice. Train I haven't done much of, but I plan to whenever I go to the UK this summer. Oh, sorry. Let's
All right.
this here.
That's just giving us a preview.
Let's get back to you.
I just did my first plane ride in over 15 years.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. So I haven't, for my graduation. So I was like, oh, I'm on a plane, and it's very, very tiny. And I went, how come I need an extension for the seatbelt? I was like, I am not that big. I need an extender for the seatbelt. What kind of people are y'all putting in here, these little sardines? Anyway.
Oh, those seats are small. Yeah, I travel a lot. I haven't traveled have I gone anywhere this year? Not yet. I'll be going overseas next month. for the album release. I'll have a launch party there in the UK in London. I have a music team there that's been helping me with this music journey. They found me when I released my first single, No Looking Back, and they loved it, and we've been working together ever since. I have worked with some other PR companies out of New York, and probably going to start working with one out of LA. I haven't had anyone reach out here in Austin per se, but it's all good.
I am looking forward to traveling, and I know London is one of the places I absolutely want to go because I want to follow the Jimi Hendrix path and go play everywhere that he played.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
As long as it's still
You need to
available
join
to
my
go.
team if you're available.
Say again?
You need to join my team if you're available.
Yes. The answer is yes.
This is just in, Sonia. So we got some posters in, CDs are in. This is the album cover, guys. This is the album art for the No Looking Back album. Comes out June 15th. Make sure you pre-save it. Let me send you the the pre-save link for any platform that you listen to this music on. Let me grab that pre-save link for you.
That album cover is so cool. We were talking about it earlier. To me, it reminds me of it also reminds me of Good Times. The album cover for that the old television show. I was like, yeah.
I gotta look at it.
Like, what? And Earth, Wind and Fire. It also gave me that vibe too.
That's fun. Okay, got you the album pre-save link here.
And now that last song is stuck in my head. I can.
I'm winning. Yes.
Whatever that is.
I can get the link for I'm Winning as well and Foul Play for you.
When you want some guitar.
That first one I sent you just now is so I've sent you Foul Play the version to listen to on YouTube. Then the next link that I sent you is the it's the hyperlink to pre-save the album. And then I'm going to send you the singles for I'm Winning and Foul Play for people to find their streaming platform and easily find the track too.
Got it. That's better because the other one was all Russian. I was like, I don't think that's what you want.
So weird. That's so weird. I'm glad you didn't play that. Like, oh,
no, because I didn't know what it was. I was like, no, I don't think I'm.
That's the right one. I'm glad you noticed it before we played it.
Super. I am the glitch finder. I'm one of those people that if it's supposed to do this, it doesn't do it, and I'm like, it doesn't do that for me. Can you fix this, please? I'm that person. Okay, so do y'all have any questions for her on Austin Music Television Channel 16? If you're in the chat, please ask a question for Miss Tina Ricks. Let me find another question to ask her. This is fun. What is the craziest, most outrageous thing you want to achieve?
I'm someone that I don't really have like anything that I want to achieve. I just keep working, and I don't even really a lot of times acknowledge what I've finished doing because to me it's just okay, that's done, and then we just keep going. So I'm really interested in just the evolution of the healing and the progression and just continuing to go and finding my tribe. So finding my tribe is going to be a goal that is going to always be interesting to me, to find my people. I think I'm on the right track.
That is absolutely where I'm at as well. Where is my tribe? Where are my people at? Where you at?
The sooner you heal, the sooner you confront the things that are in your life that shouldn't be and move forward and bypass them, the sooner that you'll be on the right track to finding your tribe. If not, you'll just become stuck in purgatory.
No. Here's the link to Tina's album that's coming up.
That one is I'm Winning.
For the I'm Winning, we'll leave that up for a second and let them. That's for the last video.
The last single. That's the most recent single.
Okay. And then let me go get the other one. What is this one? Follow. How do you like? Okay, I'm gonna talk about it because DistroKid came out during the pandemic for me, so I didn't know anything about DistroKid. I was like, "What is this?" So, how do you like DistroKid? as a
your distribution provider for you. So it's getting all your music out to all the different streaming platforms for you. So it's like being on CD Baby or something like that, but it's putting it in all the stores for you, where you're not having to go and manually put your music in all of these stores. And it's also collecting your royalties for you. So you're not having to manually set that up with each one of these stores. So it's tracking all your stats for you. You'll know what you're doing on Apple Music, on Spotify. Those are the main ones. And then your music is also in all of the other stores. These are all the international ones. It's in like 20, 30, 40 different places.
I'm thinking about doing my next single on distro, so I appreciate that.
I would go with DistroKid for sure. I think the other one is TuneCore. But DistroKid, I would say, is the one to go with. And always make sure make sure that you log all your music with ASCAP or BMI as well. And
which one are you, ASCAP or BMI?
ASCAP.
I am BMI.
Okay.
Because they moved here during the pandemic. Yeah, during the pandemic they moved here. Better Path Counseling is your, what is?
That's the mental health company, yes.
Cool.
Headquarters is right here downtown, 100 Congress Avenue. Although we're not physically in the office anymore, we are 100% online.
Which is needed. I will help spread the word into our community, into the Austin, Texas musicians community.
AustinTexasMusicians.org. Is that the same as the group that's on Facebook?
Yes.
It's like a pretty large group, maybe 2,500 people in it or so.
We have close to 5,000 people in the group.
Okay.
And
they need to be like more interactive in that group, I feel like.
Yes, you should. Are you in the group?
I believe so.
I will double check, and if not,
I think I share my music to it. I think I share my posts to it from my fan page.
I'll make sure to invite you if you're not in there.
Guys, listen, join my Facebook fan page or the IG page. Facebook fan page gets like almost daily updates with the stats, what's going on with the music, who's listening, what cities, states are listening the most, what radio stations the music's being played on now. We're doing pretty good. We need your support. If you're in Austin, we need your support. Austin, we don't see you on the charts at all. So you probably don't know I exist. But I'm here. I've been on Fox 7 performing probably 2 or 3 times. I've been on the 512 Studios Live last fall to last December performing some of the singles. And finally, the album is coming out. So we want to be able to perform here in Austin where I live. But if people don't know I exist, then I can. So I'll be seen performing other places. And I love my hometown in my city. So I'm here. Just follow at I am Tina Ricks, and Tina Ricks is RIX, and you can find that on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's all the same at I am Tina Ricks.
And then y'all look at her Tina dot cards Tina Ricks. That is an amazing link. Let me put it in here. This link is everything you need to know about this young lady. That's not the one. Let's go over here. Your song keeps playing in my head. I can't think right now.
Wait, let me get it.
I'm like, just a minute. I need y'all to hush so I can talk.
Here it is, and it's an easy link too. Let me stick it in here for you.
Oh, I got it. I got you, boo. That's the wrong one. But that's a good one. But we want this one.
Yes, easy peasy. Like every link that I've been saying is under this one. So this is like your holy grail of links. And if you have an iPhone, you can press save and it will download all of my information straight into your phone. So that's .cards. So DOT, and then a period, cards, / Tina Ricks. Very easy. And you'll have everything right there. All of my information from film things, mental health, contact information, how to contact management, how to book, and all those things. Everything will be there. They're all different websites. So you'll have
I'm going to share it because I use Linktree, y'all. And Linktree is also in that
in this link too.
This what?
If you scroll down, you'll probably find a link tree as well. So
So
all
as
those colors that we were talking about, those 3 songs and the pre-save link are the first 3 things. Then you will have these links, like click on like one of those Google Music. It'll pull up the Google musician pages. It'll pull up all the photos of me, like all kind of things.
Google. Okay.
All those right there.
The reason why I bring this up is because this, as an artist, as an independent artist, you got to do all of the hustle yourself. So having something like this, like Linktree or this dot cards, is amazing. This is amazing. It helps so much.
A lot of just a lot of SEOs on you being that musician. Google will create you, it's called a Google Knowledge Panel, and they'll create you a musician page where you can just tell people, hey, click this musician page and you'll find my music. So type in Tina Ricks musician, you'll find everything too. So it's very beneficial.
It is very, 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 very beneficial. Oh, there's a close-up look at your album cover.
Yes, that is the Spotify page. You see, we have grown exponentially. We have 22,618 monthly listeners right now.
Shazam!
It's crazy. Since we dropped I'm Winning and re-released Foul Play, things have grown astronomically. I have a plaque that's coming because we passed 100,000 streams. So we ordered it once we hit 125,000 streams for Foul Play, which we're going to play here soon. And that one has done over 100K. We're going into almost 140,000 streams on Foul Play. People really love that song. London loves that song. Atlanta, Georgia loves that song. Toronto, Canada loves that song. And on the Spotify, what is it called? Profile, it'll tell you on the side there the cities that are the most popular cities for this artist. It'll tell you there. So it's the UK, Atlanta, Georgia, Phoenix, Arizona, and I can't remember.
What? Yeah. Sun Devils. Go Sun Devils! That's where I just graduated from.
Oh, really? Congratulations also on that. That's a big, major accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk about this Foul Play.
Yes. What's that about? Foul Play is about not realizing that the person that you were with was running a convoluted scheme on you the whole time, drew you into a lot of drama. You didn't know what was happening. By the time you realized you had got duped, what are you supposed to do? Fight back? Dupe them back? I mean, it's so toxic. That's not who you are. You got to go heal now, and you're going to take the high road. And the whole thing is about letting karma find a way, because I ain't got time. I got to go heal now. You kind of took my life and like drove it into an iceberg. So I'm going to go heal, and I'm going to let the universe take care of all of that.
Take care of you. Bye-bye.
Pretty much. There we go. That is it.
All right, y'all. Here is Foul Play. And let me push the buttons. Push all the buttons.
We just filmed a music video for this song yesterday. So the music video for Foul Play will be out soon. And once I'm Winning gets to at least 50,000 streams, we're about 23,000 and something, 24,000 now, then we'll have a music video for that one too. This one we were at about 50,000 on May 5th. And the goal was to get to 75,000 streams, and we completely surpassed that. So we were approved to film a music video for it. So we just shot that yesterday.
What? Where is it? Let me see.
So why'd you drag me into the game? Pour poison into my veins. All I have been and gone to waste. Cause you have no intentions to change. No. All I have been and gone to waste. But karma finds a way. Such an innocent face with not so innocent ways. I suspect foul play. If you really love me, boy, why can't I succeed? Your heart's full of anger, toxicity, and greed. Why can't they see through lies? When the time is right, they all gonna have to realize. So why'd you drag me into the game? Pour poison into my veins. All I has been and gone to waste. Cause you have no intentions to change. No, 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 no. All I has been and gone to waste. But karma finds a way, a way. Such an innocent face with not so innocent ways. I suspect foul play. Boys trying to take my shine, trying to take my life, trying to start a fight. You don't know where your loyalty lies. Is it in the drugs that make you feel alive? Told him to stare straight into my eyes, but I'm not enough. Instead, you're trying to start a fight. So why'd you drag me into the game? Pour poison into my veins. All I has been and gone to waste. Cause you have no intentions to change. No, 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 no. All I has been and gone to waste. But karma finds a way, a way, a way, a way, a way, a way. Such an innocent face with not so innocent ways. I suspect foul play.
Love it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Love it, love it, love it.
It's a real vibe. It's a vibe.
It is a vibe. That poster, the colors. I can't wait to see the video. The video. Okay, wait, click the button. Sorry, my pup has decided she doesn't like the squirrel that's outside, so she's a little loud.
Oh,
her name is Lucy. Oh, I didn't ask you. Do you have any pets?
I have in the past. I've had a English Springer Spaniel, and I have had a Australian Shepherd in the past. But right now, I don't because I have 3-year-old toddler twin girls. So those are my pets.
That's work right there.
Okay, you got to take them walking, and
that's work.
Okay, and there's 2 of them.
Oh.
So yeah, I woke up with one like they were visiting me. They live with their dad full time. When I miss them, I have them come on over, and woke up with one with their foot in my face, and the other one like they ran out of their beds and ended up in mine this morning. So yeah, I have a bad back, and when I wake up and I'm like halfway on the bed. I'm too thick for this. This is gonna go bad. So I'm definitely going to stretch or like go to the stretch lab. I'm like, guys, you're dense, white, and thinner. I am thick. Y'all can't be doing this to me. I'm all contorted. I gotta go fix this, So yeah.
3-year-olds. That means you are going stop it.
And one is in love with I'm winning. She just walks around singing, I've got my back against the wall. That's all I hear. That's like the first line. That's all I hear all day. It's funny.
Fun. That's fun. How much sleep do you need to function? Do you usually get more or less than that?
I have ADHD. I have to be medicated to kind of like wind down, or else I just keep going. I still usually wake up around 3 or 4 a.m. every morning and try to just make myself go back to sleep. If I can't, I'll put on some like really peaceful music in the background, or just use that time to meditate and just kind of be resting but not asleep. Typically about 4 to 6 hours of sleep is good for me.
That's not enough. Sorry.
Can I get more than that? Wow, it's amazing. It's just about that continual sleep. Doesn't usually happen, but I work for myself. So even if I'm not asleep, a lot of times I'm not really just exerting so much energy. I'm like in my own element, resting and like nesting and resting. So it kind of balances itself out.
That sounds like a song, nesting and resting.
Nesting and resting. Yes. So
One of the questions in here is, what's your favorite way to waste time? I'm like, I don't waste time. We got things to do. There's no time of waste.
probably watching those YouTube videos on content that interests me and, things like that. I could go down a rabbit hole looking at that, or reading Quora on the topic that interests me and seeing what all people have to say about it. That's kind of my thing.
Rabbit hole, YouTube.
Rabbit hole.
Have you watched those people that are building huts and homes out of nothing? That's the rabbit hole I get stuck in when I just want to go blah. So it's usually
hung up watching dumpster divers and the dangers and the wins and losses of dumpster divers. One lady was dumpster diving and she got caught whenever they took the trash out. So she was missing. Like the last time people saw her, she was going to dumpster dive, and then no one saw her for like a month. They found her in a landfill dead. So she didn't get out of the trash can in time, fell into that huge thing, and she suffocated. I mean, it's hundreds of pounds of trash getting dumped on her. And she's screaming, probably help. That's the worst way to die. So
horrible.
Death by trash can juice and waste.
Ew. That's terrible.
I didn't mean that in that kind of way, but I mean, can you imagine somebody's last times on this earth from dumpster diving? That's just horrible. It's a nightmare. It's just a nightmare to think about. But yeah, so I was kind of interested in the dumpster diving, and then I realized I didn't see any Black people dumpster diving, honestly.
No, because we don't do that.
We don't want to get like shot from being on private property in a trash can, because they did talk about those are some of the dangers. Some people got arrested. They got felonies. They got like a class 3 misdemeanor. So yeah, it's just not worth it for me. But I mean, maybe less melanated people could give it a shot. Maybe there's some good stuff. People were getting nice stuff from Whole Foods and things like that. And some people kept some things, but a lot of people were donating them. So a lot of what I saw was good, because people were taking this food that wasn't quite rotted or anything. It's just like they just threw it out and taking them to food pantries, and making sure that they were utilized instead of just wasted. So that was the, what would I say, the silver lining, I guess.
That's a thank you for the response. I love it.
I went to a rabbit hole with that one.
Right? I was like, oh, that's blah. What are you interested in that most people haven't heard of? And yeah, right.
Well, most people haven't heard of me, and I've taken a newfound interest in myself. I used to be so interested in other people. I used to be so interested in everyone else, which I still am. I'm a, person that works in healing others, and that's just my purpose in life. But I actually am very interested in myself, and I love myself so much, and I've never accepted and just loved myself before, because it was always kind of warranted on the value others placed on me. And I've just come so far with that. And I don't want people to be in their later 30s like me to get there. So it's my goal to help people get there in their teens and their early 20s and really find themselves, because that's just going to make their quality of life so much better. They're going to build up that confidence and avoid those energy vampires. Because there's certain things that happen in life that can cause you to have a very high likelihood of having these types of energy vampires and toxic people come in your life. If you've been through trauma, that's a big open portal to those type of people. And there's other ways that you can get caught in a loop of this alternate universe of toxic people. There's good people in the world, but it's hard to get to those good people if you don't heal from that trauma. Because unfortunately, even though you didn't do it to yourself, you kind of get stuck on that energy level with that, whatever happened to you. So if you don't heal from it, you get stuck there with people that are going to continually like recreate that same trauma. You're like stuck on like a loop. So so learning about myself and loving myself is like the most interesting thing for me right now.
That is a beautiful response, because I feel like I would be so much further in my music career if I would have started when I was younger, but I did not. I didn't start till I was 30.
And that's okay.
It is okay. It's because I'm still here. I still got things to do.
And you have that story to tell to the next generation. So you're just, you are helping other people navigate that in a healthier way. And there was no roadmap for us.
That's
And there was no
correct.
support for us. So we had to become our own support. That way we can support others. So that's a lot of strength that we have. And now we're going to take all that inner strength and help people harness their own internal compass and internal love and compassion, and a pool of that to pull from. And it's already there, because a lot of us already have all that there. You're not like building or creating it. It's just that you're using it in a different way. You're not giving it out and not getting anything back and letting things deplete you, hoping that somebody will finally return it. Now you are taking an inside out instead of outside in approach, and you're giving it all to yourself, elevating yourself, so that way you're more visual. That way the people that want to be around you or understand your purpose and your cause and your passions come to you, and they give you energy and you give them energy. So that's how you find your tribe. That's how you find your niche. That's how you find the place that belongs to you in this world of music. If you don't have a purpose and you just like music, you need to go and heal. If music is that important to you and you don't have a purpose and something that you stand for music and why you're in it, then you need to go heal. You need to go find yourself and maybe come back, or do it in a different way. Maybe teach it, but if you don't really have this real passion that's burning inside of you and a message that you need to get out to humanity, you need to go figure out what that is, basically, in other words. Figure out what that is. Because
Go ahead.
You going whenever you run up against the wall, whenever something doesn't work out, when you run out of money and you can't do the mix that you need to do before you let out the single. And that passion, that purpose is what's going to keep you going. If you don't have that figured out, you're going to leave more hurt and more traumatized than whenever you stepped into that arena.
Truth. All right, with our last few minutes here, what's one of the most, what is something you want to tell the up-and-coming artist or the current artist that will positively influence them to keep going? Short version.
Because you know me.
Not yet, but I'm getting there.
To discover who you are and stop trying to find yourself in other people, and stop trying to find love in other people, and really love yourself and discover who you are, what you are good at. Find your voice. Don't try to sound like Ariana Grande. Don't try to sound like Jenny Aiko. Don't try to sound like SZA. Don't try to sound like Summer Walker. Don't try to sound like Adele. Don't try to sound like Beyonce. Who are you? What is your message? What do you want to sound like? What feelings do you want to put out there? And really figure all that out, and own it. And find your tribe. You got to find your tribe. It's okay to be affiliated with, and sometimes it works out and you join other people's tribes that already exist. But if you find yourself being kind of just like somebody that just feels like they don't fit anywhere, find your tribe, find your people. And the only way to find that is by finding yourself. So be prepared to go on the journey. We don't know when it ends, but you know when it begins, okay? And the journey never ends, by the way. So start on your personal journey of life, of healing, and it's an ever-evolving thing. But once you get on it and get focused on yourself,
it's 2 o'clock,
and figure out how to balance that with helping others and having a purpose, then you're on the right track.
That was
a short answer.
That was an excellent response. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Ms. Tina Ricks. Thank you so much for being here. We will see y'all next time. Same bat channel, same bat time. I'm going to pull off Ms. Tina, pull off myself. Appreciate you. See you next time. Peace.